a picture of the inside of that place?
No, of the sign, bro. So it looks like this. So it looks like that.
I'm going to see them until Mario gets here. You know where Mario is.
Waiting for a trailer. What y'all guys doing tonight? Mario said he'll be here at 12 o'clock. It's fucking 12 some shit. 12:08. They don't show up next 10, 15 minutes off the call.
my load. I got a trailer finally.
The security was here. I didn't even know he opened the gate.
else on it. Get it retarded. Let's go! Who's ready for the best fucking night of their lives, huh? In the land! Phil Tony Band, Fernando Castillo, Raul Vallejo, Carlos Sosa, Tres Leches on the horn. Great Michael on the drums, Newman on the electric drums, on the keys, you guys excited? Sponsors that made tonight's episode possible. Right now. Many times. You guys are in for a treat. Two of my favorite guests in the show's history. Two of my favorite comedians. This was the great Dane Landau and Brian Moses, everybody. One of my favorite one-time only guests we've ever had on. I'm so glad to be back. It's good to be back. Thanks for having me. You are a funny guy, and that's, well, you speak clearly. Very excited about that. Thank you, I tried. Brian Moses is here. Not the best enunciator. He be from the main streets of San Diego, so don't let the camera colors confuse you. I am blacker than you. No, Moses is the man. He is the creator and host of Roast Battle. If you've ever seen or heard of a roast battle, that was Moses, who started that in the elevator just months after Kill Tony started. Both Kill Tony and Roast Battle started in the same tiny room, the attic of the Comedy Store, 13 years ago. Isn't that something? We've done Madison Square Garden and the Intuit Dome and so many giant arenas, the O2 Arena, giant arenas, the Moses did the belly room of the Comedy Store, and now they do the main room of the Comedy Store. Wow. There you go. Well,
It's great to be here, so thanks for having me back. Your birthday recently.
yeah, our birthday.
We've known each other for 19 years. We're a week older than you. It's also this is your month, right, Dave, right?
Yes, it is.
This is good.
I was going to surprise you with that after the show. I was going to remind you exactly what fucking month it is.
Yeah. Did you use the AIDS medication?
Hello. Prep.
At the next light, turn right.
Interesting thing. Prep. It's only if you already have AIDS. Take it. Did you know that?
Of course I did, Tony.
All right. So you guys have done the show before. You guys know how it works. You guys excited to be here? I have a bucket filled with over 200 human beings' names. Absolutely anything can happen here. If I pull their name out of the bucket, they get 60 seconds uninterrupted. You know their time is up and you hear the sound of a kitten. I can say I have to wrap it up then.
At the light, turn right onto Florida 997 North.
I'm gonna let this guy that definitely stormed the Capitol on January 6th pull the first name out of the bucket. I mean, look at this fucking guy. Holy shit. You look like you would hate Brian Moses if you saw him out on the street. You work in D.C.? Okay, that's it. See what I mean? I fucking nailed it. Was at the Capitol on January 6th. Does hate black people. Let's start tonight's show. While we go wrangle that first bucket full, I have a golden ticket winner here. We're waiting right behind that curtain. But it's not just any golden ticket winner, ladies and gentlemen. This is his first time ever cashing in, which means it's his second time ever on on this show. His first time cashing in on his golden ticket that he won in Las Vegas, Nevada, on Netflix, in partnership with the WWE. He was a magical performer on that night. I barely remember it because I'm so concussed from getting chokeslammed through a table by The Undertaker. But he's back. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the first new minute of Chris Waldeck, ladies and gentlemen.
What is up, Austin, Texas? I'm excited to be here. I'm excited for coming from Vegas because it's so nice to be in a state that shares a football team that wins sometimes. I feel like if you have to cheer for the Raiders, you really can't talk shit about the Cowboys, honestly. That's honest. Oh my gosh, but yes, ladies and gentlemen, I know you probably hear my voice, you're just thinking like you're finally someone who has worse articulation or enunciation. Well, the cool thing, ladies and gentlemen, is that like, you're also probably a little weirded out because you're seeing me on stage, you haven't been the presence of an autistic gangster before, you know what I mean? That's right, my street name is Not So Slim Nuggets. As you can probably tell already when I said I don't have a very close relationship with women. In fact, I actually have a close relationship with the stock market than I do with most women. Because at least the stock market would go down on me. And sometimes return my calls. If you left out that last part, you've actually got a great credit score. Thank you guys.
Chris Waldeck is back on Hail Tony. Your first performance was amazing. There's people breaking bottles over their heads. They're so excited. Wow, look at this guy. Look at this tough guy. Lasted the first 60 seconds of the show before his first pee break. How about a hand for the Small Bladder Award winner of the night? Let's use the ladies' room, everybody. We just open up the ladies' room for that young man. I mean, what a pussy. Absolutely incredible.
Usually the ladies are the ones who run around up here.
Oh, there he is. Chris Waldeck. Very good. Self-deprecation. He gets it. I love it. So, hell yeah. Started with some football jokes that were fun and it's tough to get going with football jokes. You did it. You nailed it. An original take on a bunch of teams that suck, the Raiders and the Cowboys. And then we got into the good stuff, autistic gangster, when the stock market goes down. What is your love life like, Chris?
Well, I wish that it's nice to hear my alarm clock again.
Oh man, you are a funny improviser. We've been playing that sound effect for people's sad moments since I think the inception of the fucking show, and no one's ever rolled with it quite like that.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
You're the man. So keep going about this love life situation.
Well, it's been going like kind of over there. I did go on one date after the kills on me, and that was pretty good.
You had a little name slid into your DMs or something like that?
Yeah, it was kind of like just like kind of a brief thing. It didn't really last, but just like it was a fun night.
Well, what did you do that night? What does an autistic man like you do with a woman? Where do you take them? What exact calculator factory do you take them to get those juices flowing?
Well, just a little bit, and then I kind of But then I kind of put her to sleep because I was talking too much about the movie we were watching.
Oh, what was the movie you were watching?
Dream Scenario, ironically.
Oh, I don't know that one. You describe, you are, one of your amazing autistic features is that you know a lot about movies. Tell these people about Dream Scenario.
Well, Dream Scenario is produced by Ari Aster, and the same guy who made Dream Scenario is the same guy who also made that
Hereditary?
He made Hereditary, and he also produced Sasquatch Mountain. He also directed Midsummer. He directed, he directed the one with Joaquin Phoenix. I always forget the name off the top of my head, but it's like, that one.
What was it?
Can you repeat that real quick? Yeah, that one.
He's afraid. See, that's what I was talking about earlier.
Eddington was the one I was referring to. Eddington, but And yeah, then he also produced a lot of stuff like Sasquatch Mountain. He produced this new one. He also produced the one with Zendaya around the past that just got this is the same director as well for that one. So it was like not more of a dark comedy. It's like Nicolas Cage shows up in your dreams, basically. That's what it is. It's like Nicolas Cage like a reverse Freddy Krueger, and then they start off well, and then they take a very, very dark turn.
I can see why the name went wrong. My pussy just dried up. My pussy's always wet. And you just made my pussy dry up with all that movie knowledge. Brian Moses.
Yeah, you know what happened.
How many characters does Adam Ray have?
This is one of my favorite ones.
So this is Adam Ray playing Steven going to a diabetes battle.
I get that every time. Even when my Laugh After Dark clips went out, like I was still getting everyone's like, oh man, Adam Ray's doing well. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm honored. He's amazing. Like, you know, like no, not Adam Ray, Chris Walden.
You're killing it, Chris. You know, most people, you can't tell they're autistic until you start talking to them. Not you. That shirt just comes out guns a-blazing. I mean, that. Where do you get it, Shirley, that? Is there, like, special stores, like Forever Autistic, or...
I wish there was a store that was forever autistic because I'd probably fit in more. In fact, I actually fit in more of the warehouse I work at. Like, they were like, you know, they actually saw my Kill Tony Mania performance. They're like, wait, is that dude that walks around with the fucking turn signal?
That's you. Okay. So all that you got that night were some kisses from that girl.
It was fun though. It's been a while, so it was fun.
Perfect. Kisses are fun. Have you kissed a girl ever in Texas before?
Actually, yeah.
Oh, well, in that case, fuck it. See, sometimes these autistic people, little too long. You were close then, buddy. I love it. So what else is going on in life, Chris? How else has life changed since your last performance? What else?
Well, I've been getting a lot more, like, you know, just kind of like getting recognized a lot more. But like, I've been doing a lot of stuff at my home club, the LA Comedy Club over in Vegas at the Stratosphere. But also, I got the cancer root on the side of my head, so that's pretty good.
Nice. No more cancer. Party time. Hell yeah, buddy.
Yeah, I actually realized that. I actually like going to the doctors more because doctors make me feel less autistic.
Oh, yeah.
Because they actually have worse communication skills than I do.
What do you mean? Can you give an example of that?
Well, I'll just explain what happened when they were taking the cancer out of the side of my head. Like when they were doing that, like the things that they were saying were just like so like when they were like, you know, when the guy was there like inside, because I had to be awake the whole time. They just stuck me up, so I had to be awake while they were like doing the stuff. And the one guy was like, he was inside, and he was looking at my head. He's like, wait, this isn't a small, this is a medium. And I was like, you motherfucker, there's only two appropriate times that you can say that. When you fuck up my order at McDonald's or when you go and the girl takes my pants off. That's literally the only appropriate time.
Chris Walden, you're a funny guy. I love it. Anything else we should cover, Chris? I think that we should have started with something else. That's what do you think?
Well, I'd like to know, you know, your special needs. Are you working with a nice peppermilk cock?
A nice what?
A good-sized cock. We should let the world know. That usually the benefit is you have to look like you, but you have a nice dick.
We know that you know exactly.
You're not going to believe it, but actually I did find out at Skankfest that you were big.
Yeah.
Let the world know, my friend.
It was during my first naked roast battle that I did for Skankfest. Like, my opponent, he wanted me to actually send a picture in advance of like just like see what I was doing. I'm like, dude, I'm average because like you know I watched a lot of porn, so I figured I was just average.
And then the girl started crying.
And then like we would take our pants down during the Skankfest thing. He goes and he's like, what the fuck, dude? You got no goddamn on. That's what he said.
That's hilarious.
The producer from like the Skank from the Naked Rose like walks backstage up to me. He's like, God damn, dude, we got a big dick. And then he walks that. Right before my opponent has to go on stage, I'm like, he's like, God damn, I fucking lost already. That's literally what he said.
Hell yeah.
If you did porn though, if you squirt only, you call it Rain Man.